Good morning, everybody. This is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I'm coming at you at live on recording devices from the great state of Indiana. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, as Mr. Rogers would say, and I'm driving to work in my new vehicle, so there's that. I needed to kind of talk about a few things. One, I'm just going to go ahead and get it out of the way. I will not be attending the National this year. I know that's going to be heart-wrenching for most of you all, especially Baseball Collector. I'm sure he'll be crying into his pillow tonight when he hears the news. But I will not be able to make it for the pure fact that between my car, like I've discussed before, which I'm not going to get into, the money in the car that I'm going to take care of, I'm deciding not to sell the SP box. Like, I feel like I can make it work in other ways, so I'm just trying to be fancy. Thanks to Mark from Kentucky, he's helped me and held my hand a lot during this process. He's kind of given me some other avenues, as well as having to buy a new car, and then the payment is a little bit more than I normally had paid for the other car. So that's another expenditure I needed. And I don't think I told a lot of people that I had to buy a new phone because my phone crapped out on me the same week my car got in a wreck. So I mean, it just has been one thing after another after another. It just would not be financially responsible for me to be like, you know what, I'm going to the National with essentially no money, and then living like a bum off of my friends that I've met through the community for staying for free and driving up there for free. And I just feel like I'll be a big leech, and I'm already a big guy, so I don't want to be a big leech. So I kind of wanted to throw that out there, I'm not going this year. Obviously I won't be going next year because I have no interest in going to wherever, Atlantic City. Like, it's not even an option for me that somehow would be interested in doing. So, maybe in a couple years we'll see, whatever. But yeah, it's disappointing for sure. I mean, we all talk about how much we look forward to it. I definitely was looking forward to it for the pure fact of just hanging out with everybody, and I've always kind of put that caveat out there with, my son playing, travel ball, that I never know if I'm going to be able to do anything from weekend to weekend, and that's kind of still on the table as well. But it looks like I would be able to go more than likely, but because of everything else that has happened this past couple weeks, it just doesn't make sense for me to do it. So anyways, kind of want to put that out there, and I'm sorry to all my fans the country over, worldwide, that I'm not going to be there. Hopefully you'll be able to get through the weekend knowing I'm not going to be there. And, it's tough, guys. It's tough. I mean, I'm trying not to get emotional on here and cry. I'm going to leave the crying to all the lady boys out there. But aside from that, I kind of wanted to say, I want to thank you all for the support. I've had a tremendous amount of support from everybody in the community, wishing me well and checking in on me and making sure I'm doing okay. And, actually I got more support from you all, quite frankly, than aside from my immediate family, which you would expect, but all my other, friends and whatever you might want to call like my quote unquote real life. You guys have really been out there and checking in on me, saying that, whatever I can do to help you out, let me know. I mean, I even had a couple of guys offer to give me money, which, would be, which is just like something I could never imagine. And of course I declined the very, very gracious offer. But I mean, that's just the kind of community we're in. I'm not going to say names because it's not important. And the fact is, it's just how amazing this community is. And I mean, Alex Bowman 53 offered to give me, a hotel room for free with him for the National. I wanted to shout him out because, he didn't have to do that. He doesn't know me from Adam. I mean, he knows me only through us talking on the phone quite a bit, but we've never hung out together. You know, I'm a snorer, and he was willing to like take that chance and roll the dice. You know, Jeremiah JY Sports Car guy, he was like, hey man, I'll just come to your house, and then we'll drive together, and I'll pay for the gas to try to help me out that way. And I mean, he's a father and a husband, and you know, he's working Joe Schmo like all of us, and he was like, hey man, I'll take care of the gas, you know, because I want to go anyways. And you know, so there's just so many guys out there who just, you know, really, you know, stepped up and was being really kind to me, you know. And obviously when I did what I've been doing with my tornadoes and the car wreck and all that, it's not for me to try to get any kind of sympathy or try to get stuff, you know. That's not even in my mind. I just letting people know what's going on, pure and simple. You know, if anything, I was trying to sell things to make money, not try to get things for free. But I just wanted to really say those things to those two guys. There's a lot of other guys, which I'm not going to mention because it was a little bit more personal, reached out to me. But I really appreciate the community, guys. I mean, it means a lot to me. It really does say, you hear a lot of the guys out there say it, you know, a lot of you guys are like, you know, really good friends. You become like, you know, where you can like say, I'm gonna call my buddy up on the phone and just talk to him. And you might not even have ever hung out with him in real life. Maybe just shortly or briefly, or maybe just one weekend at the national, whatever. But you build that camaraderie, you build that relationship, that friendship with one another, and it's impressive to say the least. And I just want to say thank you to all those guys out there doing that, because I've always felt that. But over the last month or so, I've not only felt it, I know it now in my heart, and it means a lot to me. Truly, it does. And so I just want to say thank you for that, guys, because without your all support, just being there for me, you know, it can make the times that are already tough even tougher. You know, I have to just keeping it real. You know what? The one thing I think about is that, you know, I want to make sure that I always make my son feel like everything's fine and it's all good and it's safe. And there's nothing to worry about, which, you know, in all the situations, that's the case. I guess I'm not making it more dire than it is, because it's not. But, you know, it's, you know, you always want, so, you know, if you have children, or if you had children that are older now, you always want to make sure your kids feel secure and safe no matter what is going on that might be kind of crazy in your life. But it's good to have that same feeling sometimes from other people, even when you're an adult, to let you know it's all going to be okay. Like, you know, you might be in the eye of the storm right now, but once you get out of that storm, you're going to be okay, you know. And so that to me is very important to have that. And, you know, and sometimes you don't know where it's going to come from. And it's good that you can have it. Some people don't even have that luxury. Some people don't have that feeling of, you know, of that support. And so I can say I'm very grateful that I have that support from the community, from you guys, amongst, you know, like I said, other, you know, my family, of course. But, you know, it's been really amazing. So I just want to say thank you, guys. I don't want to get this going for all day long. It's not something that needs to be a 10-minute video. So I'll just cut it off here. So again, thank you all, the YouTube car community. You all have been amazing. The people checking in on me, and just people just being just overtly generous. I can never really say thank you enough. But until next time, guys, remember to be somebody who hugs somebody, who gives Russian kisses on the cheeks like somebody, and I'm out.